Hello everyone. This video is about electromechanical relays. In the previous video, we have seen that the protection scheme basically consists of protective relays and switching devices. The function of the relay is to sense the fault, locate it, and to send a proper signal to the circuit breaker so that it can isolate the faulty section of the system from the healthy section of the system. So the relay keeps on monitoring the changes in the current and voltage so that it can identify any abnormal conditions. We have also seen that the protective relays are broadly categorized into three based on the construction. One is electromechanical relays, the second one is static relay, and third one is the numerical relay. Electromechanical relays operate by the mechanical forces which is generated on the moving parts either due to electromagnetic or electrothermic forces which is created by the input quantity that is either current or voltage. So if it is electromagnetic force, we categorize the relay as electromagnetic relay. If the force is generated by electrothermic, then we categorize it as thermal relays. So the electromagnetic relays, they can operate either on electromagnetic attraction principle or electromagnetic induction principle. If it is electromagnetic attraction principle, then the relay is attracted armature type relays. So based on the construction, we have 6 classifications for the attracted armature type relays. Whereas induction type relays, we have induction disc type and induction cup type relays, where the induction disc relay is the one which is usually used. We will see into all the 6 types of attracted armature relays as well as these 2 types of induction relays in detail. Before moving to the hinged armature type relay, we should know the working principle of the attracted armature type relays. So all these 6 types of attracted armature relays works on the same basic principle. So this attracted armature type relay is simple in construction as well as in working. It will respond to both AC as well as DC. The working principle is we need to produce the force, the electromagnetic force. This electromagnetic force is produced by the magnetic flux. From where is the magnetic flux generated? The magnetic flux is produced by the operating quantity, which is either the current or the voltage. Based on that, the electromagnetic force is produced, which will make the moving part to move. That is how the attracted armature type relays works. Now we will first is the hinged armature type relay. First let us look into its construction. This is the soft iron core. We can observe that a coil is wound on it. So whenever the current flows through this coil, this becomes an electromagnet. And we have a yoke. This is the yoke. We have the armature here. It is with a hinged support, and we have the relay contacts here. Okay, and it is given to the trip circuit. that means to the circuit breaker. So you can observe that under normal operating conditions, the relay contact should be open. Okay. Whenever the fault occurs, it should identify and the relay contact should close. So how this is going to operate? So we can see that the coil which is present here, it is energized by an operating quantity which is proportional to the system current or voltage. So this particular operating quantity, it will produce an electromagnetic force. So the electromagnetic force which is produced will be proportional to the square of the flux or to the square of the current. Okay, the electromagnetic force which is produced will be proportional to the square of the flux or to the square of the current. So this attractive force, it will increase as the armature approaches the poles of the electromagnet. So as it gets energized, this comes in close contact wherein your strip relay contacts will get closed. Now this can be written as F is directly proportional to I square, or we'll write it as F is equal to K I square, where the K is a constant. We can actuate, that is the actuating quantity of the relay, it can be either AC or DC. If in a DC relay, the electromagnetic force of attraction is constant. That means this F is directly proportional to I square, or F is equal to Ki square. This is for a DC, wherein it will remain almost constant. If it is an AC, this F, which is equal to Ki square, I being an alternating quantity, we can write it as I max sine omega t, the whole square. This can be written as K into I max square sine square omega t. We can rewrite this as I max square sine square omega t is 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. So we can rewrite this as half into K I max square minus I max square cos 2 omega t. So this is our first term. This along with this half K is our second term. So this first term is almost a constant, whereas the second term, it is time dependent and it pulsates at double the frequency of the applied AC quantity. We can see that it is 2 omega t. So it is double the frequency of the applied AC quantity. So what it does is it will cause the armature to vibrate at double the supply frequency. So it produces a noise. It produces the humming sound, or it becomes too noisy. So this should be overcome by making the pole of the electromagnet as shaded. Okay, we should have a shaded construction. So the spring which is present in the protection scheme, it produces a restraining force. Okay, so in the attracted armature type relays, we have usually two torques. One is the operating torque, which is produced by the actuating quantity. The second one is the restraining torque, which is produced by the spring. Okay, the hinged armature type relay is the most commonly used type of attracted or the electromagnetic type relays. It is simple in construction as well as it can operate with both AC as well as DC. Usually used for the protection of small machines, equipment. It can be also used as auxiliary relays. Auxiliary relays means as a backup. It's a type of backup relay. Next is the plunger type relays. So the plunger type relays, it has a iron plunger, it has a solenoid, it has a spring. This is the relay contacts which is normally open. Now when the system is under normal operating conditions, we can see that there is a space here between the plunger and your yoke. Now, if a fault occurs, the solenoid or this electromagnet will move this plunger upwards. Okay, when it moves the plunger upwards, we can see that the moving contact of the relay makes contact with the fixed contact. So this moving contact makes this contact with the fixed contact, thereby closing the relay contacts. This is how the plunger type relays work. So it is rarely used. This plunger type relays are rarely used nowadays. The next one is a balanced beam relay. So here, as the name indicates, balanced beam. We have a beam here. We have the coils wound on both the sides. Okay. One coil produces the operating torque. This produces the operating torque, whereas this produces the restraining torque. Restraining torque. Whenever your operating torque is equal to the restraining torque, the beam is balanced. So the beam is usually horizontal and it is supported at the middle. Now, when there is a fault, the operating torque will be high. Whenever the operating torque is high, the beam gets slightly moved, or the armature gets slightly moved towards the operating torque or the operating beam, thereby closing the contacts of the relay. This is how a balanced beam relay operates. This is actually fast in operation. Usually it requires less than one cycle, but it doesn't give accurate results as it is affected by the DC transients. So this type of balanced beam relays is rarely used. All these electromagnetic type relays which we have seen is very fast in operation, as well as it can operate with both AC as well as DC. Okay, that is the advantage of electromagnetic relay. So this type of relays nowadays where static relays are being used or numerical relays are being used, these electromagnetic relays are used as a backup relay. So the remaining types of electromagnetic relays, that is balanced, moving coil type, polarized type, reed type, will be explained in the next video. Thank you.